At times, footballers score goals beyond our imagination, goals impossible to replicate, which go down in history and stay in our memory for years to come. After all, we owe their authors. If they had made another decision, all those goals would never have happened. Today we would like to show you another portion of the finest examples of the beauty of football, so this is the second part of our compilation of unbelievable once-in-a-lifetime goals. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like and share your thoughts with us in the comments, so that YouTube promotes it better. You may also subscribe to our channel and click the bell button so you don't miss our next video and have a chance to see it once it's out. But first, we would like to test your football knowledge. Which one of these defenders, renowned for their impact at both sides of the pitch, never scored a hat-trick? Sergio Ramos, Sinisa Mihajlovic, Fernando Hierro, Ronald Koeman. Please leave your answers in the comments, and now get ready, here we go. That Serie A game against Palermo finished 5-0 in favor of Roma, and Mohamed Salah's second goal was by far the most memorable one. Raja Nainggolan's backheel first touch was followed by a through ball to Salah. The Egyptian's first touch, however, was a bit heavy, but he came up with the right decision nonetheless and scored from a very tight angle. Interestingly, Thiago Silva once scored a goal of a similar kind, but it was cancelled by the linesman as the ball didn't cross the line. Back in November 2016, Arsenal faced the Bulgarian side Ludogorets. This seemingly ordinary match is now renowned for Mesut Ozil's extraordinary goal. Once the German got the ball, he beat the goalkeeper with a cheeky lob and then embarrassed two defenders at once with his false moves. After that, all he had to do was to roll the ball into the empty net, as his opponents could only stand helpless and watch. Juventus played Atletico and the score was 0-0 45 minutes in. The Bianconeri got themselves a free kick late in the first half. The angle was tight and few expected Paulo Dybala to go for a goal, but the Argentines still took a shot, and it went in over Jan Oblak's head. The keeper was clearly caught off guard by such a move. Look at the ball going in millimeters away from his hands. As for this masterpiece by Boateng, we may consider it one of the most beautiful goals ever scored. The Las Palmas defender lobbed the ball into the box to Dominguez. He was precise with his first-time backheel pass. It found Boateng, who smashed it into the bottom corner with a fantastic bicycle kick. A wonderful display of teamwork by Las Palmas. Even the rival fans had to give them credit for such a goal. Though it wasn't enough for them to win the game, that goal was without a doubt a piece of art. May 2, 2012 was marked with a sensational Newcastle win over Chelsea. Papiss Cissé scored a brace for the Magpies, and one of his goals was later named Goal of the Season in the Premier League. Ryan Taylor made a long throw into Ameobi, who passed the ball to Cissé, who launched an absolute rocket with the outside of his foot. The trajectory and placement of that shot left Petr Cech absolutely no chance to save it. But that was not the only wonder goal by Cissé. Just look at this beauty he scored in a Chinese Super League. It seems like nothing is going to ever beat this one. Those of you who played FIFA 2006 surely remember this goal. 11 minutes in, Pires passed the ball to Bergkamp. The Dutchman expected his teammate to make a cross, so he slowed down and then did what no one expected him to do. He sent the ball around the Newcastle defender with a gentle touch as he made a turn in the opposite direction. The Dutchman left his opponent no chance to make a tackle as he outmuscled the defender and scored with his second touch. This very goal was named the best goal in the Premier League history in 2017, while Bergkamp later claimed it all happened intuitively. What a talent! Back in 2014, Real Madrid faced Barcelona in the Cup final. The score was 1-1 until 85 minutes in, Gareth Bale made a difference with his superhuman athleticism. Coentrao passed the ball forward to the Welshman. He picked it up and ran away from Marc Bartra like a racing car. Once one-on-one with the goalkeeper, Bale took a shot with the outside of his foot, which went in between Pinto's legs, thus securing a win and a trophy for Real Madrid. The Welshman reached a speed of 35 km per hour that evening, just minutes before the full-time whistle. December 17, 2019 was when Son Heung-min scored his wonder goal, which was later rewarded with the Puskás Award. The Korean picked up the ball in his own half, ran away from his opponents, went past another one with one move, then beat another one. Son kept on running, leaving no chance to another two defenders, went one-on-one with the keeper and was precise with his finish. An absolute masterpiece which won the Puskás Award for a good reason. The Milan player Jérémy Menez once scored a unique goal versus Parma. The defender's mistake cost Parma too much. Menez went past everyone, including the keeper, and finished it with a cheeky backheel shot. And not only did such a display of creativity amaze the fans, but also won the game for his side. However, such things also happen outside of top 5 leagues. Tokhtar Zhangilishbay, the Kazakh striker from Ordubadisi, worked a miracle against Astana. Tokhtar's teammate found him with a cross. The striker controlled the ball with his heel, made a turn, and then smashed it in from the volley with his left foot. 16 minutes in against Atletico, the Celta defender sent the ball forward and Pablo Hernandez came up with a breathtaking decision, despite being marked by Godin. With his back to the goal, Pablo still managed to find the ball with his left heel and send it in past the confused keeper. He was sure the ball was going to end up in his hands. Back in 2011, Inter faced Schalke in the Champions League quarterfinal. The German side's young keeper Manuel Neuer had a habit of rushing out of goal, and Inter midfielder Stankovic punished Manuel for it that evening. Neuer came out for Cambiaso's long ball as he kicked the ball forward towards the center circle. That was what Dejan was waiting for. The Serb hit it from the volley and the ball went into the empty net. That was one of the finest goals ever scored in the Champions League, as nobody has managed to replicate it since then. And here is how a player can score with an unusual part of his body, his buttock to be precise. We must admit that looked quite spectacular. This goal went down in history of Real Madrid and the Madrid derby. Seedorf got the ball 42 meters away from the goal, raised his head and saw Jose Molina being too far away from the goal line. The Dutchman went for a shot, it flew like a bullet, found the net and bounced back into the goalkeeper's hands. Just look at its power and its trajectory. It was a Premier League game against Leicester and the Spurs striker Harry Kane scored an amazing goal. The Englishman fell down in the box, outmuscled by his opponent. However, he still managed to take a shot which was precise enough to beat the keeper and find the net. The Real Madrid left-back Roberto Carlos scored one of the most iconic goals of the 20th century. Los Blancos played Tenerife, and the Brazilian hit the ball with power as he tried either to make a cross or find the net from such an angle. The keeper rushed towards the ball, but it suddenly changed its trajectory and went into the top corner. Even Roberto Carlos himself didn't see it coming. The legendary Swede Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the one you think about when someone mentions beautiful goals. Many of you might remember his backheel goal in a Euro 2004 game against Italy. Sweden took a corner, which found Zlatan as he scored with a fantastic backheel shot. And if you would like to see more of his memorable goals, feel free to watch the first part of our compilation. And don't forget to mention in the comments which goal amazed you the most. Thank you for watching and see you soon.